Hey everybody, I'm Zane Daniel, and it's time for another one of these wonderful Higher Self Expo interviews. The expo itself is coming up in really less than 2 weeks. It's January 23rd. It starts at 10 a.m. Eastern. And, I think that's what in the afternoon and the evening in Europe. So we appreciate your attendance, your interest, and I'm super excited to introduce one of our speakers who's actually never spoken with us before, Lotus Sky. Thanks so much for being here.
Thanks for having me, Zane. I'm so excited to be here and be part of the Higher Self Expo.
Yay. We are too. And so one of the great things that's going to be going on that we've been doing for the last couple is we have a theme. And so this theme is the 0 point of non-judgment. And so everybody will be talking a little bit about that. But I'm super interested in knowing a little bit more about who you are, what you do, what your service is to humanity. So please go ahead and introduce yourself.
Yeah, hello everyone. I'm so excited to be part of the expo. I'm Lotus Sky. I'm a musical channel and shamanic guide, and I help creatives, high impact professionals, and entrepreneurs cultivate their personal power and develop the self mastery to create a life of impact, freedom, and fulfillment. So I have different ways that I do that in my work, primarily through shamanic work, earth based connection, and being a channel for source in our lives.
Yeah, beautiful. Okay. And you do this through.
There's so many containers in which I do this work. I have a school called the Earth Warrior School, and that's where I teach the 6 dimensions of self mastery, an intro of which I'll be talking about in our work in our session during the Higher Self Expo. I also work one on one with high impact professionals and entrepreneurs or visionaries looking to create the new Earth and want to activate their channel as a source for their lives. So I work with them in a deeper container through in-person or virtual sacred journeys, and then a mentorship container to teach them a spiritual aspect of leading their lives and fulfilling their work and purpose in their lives. And so I have the Earth Warrior School. I also have the Mastermind, which is deeper container, and then the one-on-one work. And of course, obviously, as a musical channel, I work as a channel using sound as medicine, primarily through my voice and through other shamanic instruments. And so you can catch my music online on Spotify, on iTunes, and also through my membership site called the New Earth Gateway, where I bring in my guides and channel wisdom for the month, including an activation. That's a musical activation with light language and invocatory tones and all that good stuff, as well as a breathwork attunement to support us in a transformation and claiming a transformation that's going on today and help us be truly fully equipped to navigate these times in a way that's really centered and in connection with ourselves and with the universe and with each other.
That's amazing. Okay, cool. So, and I love musical channel. I don't know many people who are musical channels, so I'd really like to know a little bit more about that. So, is it, there, I'm imagining many different things, right? When I think of musical channel. So, how often are you doing something that you've never done before live versus having pre-channeled it and then you're replaying it?
That's a really good question. So most of my channelings are all like in the moment live. I never, when I, when you'll see this in our live session is when I guide the session, it's very much in tune to the individuals that are there to receive it, whether live or in the replay or anything like that. And it's
Okay.
attuned to those individuals. And I work with my guides through that. And it's very much the use of intonations that are meant to recalibrate the energetic and cellular body. And so it's never something that I really memorize first and I bring it in. Although in some of my own songs, for example, in my song Reclamation, there is a channeled mantra there. And that is something that I've taken, transcribed, and has a powerful message that I repeat in different ways. So sometimes there are some channels that come through from the past that I bring in, like my song Reclamation has a "Wana kuna na mitway aiwe, wana karuna kalina aiwe," like that kind of energy is it's a channeled mantra that has actually direct translation in multiple languages in the earth. And so my channel is primarily of the earth, nature, spirit vibration combined with cosmic energy, with my guides all intertwined into one. And so when I say I'm a musical channel, it really is the process is intuiting the energy of the individuals, the intention that gets to be carried forth from that, and the interaction of two translates into music that I bring through. And as I channel, then I actually understand what the translation of it is. And it almost works as a
Wow.
multidimensional language. It's a multi sound, vibration, and tone is a multidimensional experience. And so it has a much more powerful effect than just the linear way of speaking things.
That's fascinating. And when people do light language, say, they will tell you that they have no idea what they're saying, right? Like that it's a message from a higher self to a higher self. Whereas it's very interesting to me that you actually know the translation as you're going, it sounds like.
What it is, and many channelers will speak to this, even if they're just direct channels or conscious channels, they'll receive a download packet. So when they get it, so it's almost like a download comes in and then it unravels. And so it's similar to when I channel, it comes in as a download, it translates through song. And as I'm singing it, I can receive the message. It's not so super linear. It's like a,
Mhm.
and then I can bring it out, and I can essentially get the themes and the messages from it. But it is multidimensional, so it's not. It can be transcribed in a linear way, but it's delivered in a multidimensional way.
I gotcha. Okay. And so maybe it's more like an idea as opposed to a sentence. Is that what you're trying to kind of say
Yeah,
there?
it's like a multidimensional message,
Yeah.
and it's received in an energetic way, and it can be described or translated in, a few tones can be, a few lines of me singing this could be translated in multiple ways. It could take several sentences to actually transcribe and translate what this is trying to say. Does that make sense?
Yeah, it totally does. Yeah, it's beautiful. And so, and as part of your conversation, so you're going to be doing a mix, right? So you're going to be talking to us, giving us some background, and you're going to be doing a musical performance for us.
Absolutely. So I'm going to be sharing a bit about the Earth Warrior Way, how that's relates to the 0 point of non-judgment, and really
Right.
the new way that we get to walk in the world, that allows us to support, 0 point of non-judgment, allows us to support us in navigating these transformational times from a place of centeredness, and only also in our own carrying out of our work in the world. And then from there, I'll share, the tenets of the Earth Warrior Way, and then go into a channeled activation experience for people to experience vibrationally in a physical way and in an energetic way, embodying the Earth Warrior identity. And so it'll be a mix of that linear transcription and then the multidimensional experience.
Yeah, that sounds amazing. I think our audience is going to love it. And so you also have in the bottom of your screen there your website, lotussky.com. What happens when someone goes to your website?
When you go to my website, you'll see an opportunity to learn about my membership site, the New Earth Gateway, or to sign up for one of the free gifts there, which is a healing journey, a healing musical journey with an opt-in to with a journal as well that accompanies it. You'll also find some of my own music and my Instagram. And if you're really interested in connecting in a deeper way, I actually recommend to visit my Instagram, and go to Lotus Sky _, and you'll find me on Instagram. You'll see more of my work as my own website is getting evolved and growing and all that stuff. But if you're interested in the work that I do, it's a great place to start.
Fantastic. Okay, good. Well, and so everybody knows, the Higher Self Expo is a free event. It is broadcast on Facebook and on YouTube. And so as a result of it being a free event, we do ask for support from our audience. So there's a way to donate to help us pay for really modest costs, which is really nice. Since this is all online, it doesn't really cost us that much. We don't have to get a venue. We don't have to cater. We don't have to do all that stuff, right? So it's nice and easy for us to be able to give everybody a wonderful sampling of these incredible light workers, and many of them, just like Lotus, will be performing for us, really. And so we will get to experience their work. So super happy to have you here, Lotus. It's so great to have you at the expo in just less than 2 weeks. So
Yeah, I'm super excited. Like, I think it's going to be, I think it's a timely event, you know, especially coming into the new year, especially as people are um, integrating all the transformation from last year and what it has opened up for you, you know. And then the sense that I'm getting now is in 2021, a lot of individuals are taking all what was happening in that incubation period and really generating energy for themselves and generating energy for their lives. You know, one of the things that my guys have always shared, and I have, you know, a segment of this in my membership site, and where we talk about being an anchor for higher frequencies, because it could be so easy to be swept by what's going on in the world. And when we talk about the higher self, we talk about the one that transcends. So this is a powerful opportunity for everyone to transcend and to be in a space where you're guided and supported and receive the insights that will help you transcend in a way that's very sincere. It's just primary for me, very authentic, and very grounded and very grounded. So important in these times to have that deep connection with the earth, with cosmic intelligence, and with ourselves as we're moving forward. And when you have that trinity, you're in that 0 point of non-judgment. So I'm so excited to share more into this. And from my perspective, you know, I teach in a shamanic way, in the earth warrior way. And so I'm excited to share. I'm excited to gather with other, you know, people doing this good work, and an invitation for all of you, if you're connecting with the vibration of this event, if you're connecting with me and Zane, and all the themes that get to be played out, like, this is a space to be in, an amazing way to kick off the new year. So you're supported, you're guided, and you're in the right alignment.
Yes, and we love them all in unconditionally.
Yes, indeed.
All right, Lotus. Well, thank you so much, and we will see you in less than 2 weeks.
See you then.